If there is one thing common to all human beings, it is our hunger to know. We want to know more about the world, about ourselves, about others, and about the future. It almost feels as though we are all participating in an invisible race where the person who knows the most eventually wins, while the one who knows less is left behind. So, why is knowledge so important to us? Or perhaps the better question is, why do we believe that knowing more will eventually bring fulfillment, completion, and peace? Knowledge is undoubtedly necessary. Without it, survival would be nearly impossible. We need knowledge to find food, build shelter, communicate, solve problems, and protect ourselves. In that sense, knowledge is one of humanity's greatest evolutionary advantages. But survival and peace are not the same thing. Knowledge may increase our chances of living longer, but it offers no guarantee that life will feel meaningful or fulfilling. It may improve the quality of our circumstances, yet it cannot resolve the deeper questions that every human being eventually faces. Somewhere along the way, we created an illusion, the belief that if we simply knew enough, everything else would fall into place. This illusion has existed for so long that it now feels like reality itself. Ironically, the only tool we have to question this illusion is the very thing that created it, our knowledge. Today, this problem has reached an entirely different scale. Never before has humanity had access to so much information. We are surrounded by endless books, videos, articles, courses, opinions, and data. Yet, the abundance of information has not made us wiser. Most people are overwhelmed long before they can truly understand what they consume, let alone transform it into insight. This raises a difficult question. Once survival is reasonably taken care of, what is the purpose of accumulating more knowledge? Perhaps we believe it will help us win the race. But what race are we actually talking about? The race for success, the race for wealth, the race for fame, or the race to be admired, respected, acknowledged, or remembered? The irony is that these goals are themselves products of accumulated knowledge. We learn what success looks like, we learn what society values, we learn what should matter, then we spend our lives gathering even more knowledge in pursuit of those learned ideals. Yet none of these achievements can free us from suffering. It doesn't matter how wealthy, intelligent, or famous someone becomes, suffering remains inevitable. Just like loss is inevitable, change is inevitable, uncertainty is inevitable, and for sure, death is inevitable. And our response is almost always the same: gather more knowledge. We hope that if we understand enough, we can control life, predict it, or escape its uncertainties. But life refuses to be mastered. No amount of knowledge can eliminate uncertainty. No amount of expertise can prevent change. No amount of intelligence can guarantee peace. Eventually, if we are fortunate enough to pass through enough suffering without being completely bitter, we begin to see something surprising. For all that we know, we still do not truly know life. That realization is not defeat, it is humility. It is the beginning of compassion. Perhaps real maturity is not measured by how much knowledge we accumulate, but by how comfortably we can live with what we do not know. Knowledge helps us survive, but wisdom begins where knowledge reaches its limits.